Welcome back, butterflies.
Blunts.
And boo.
Huh?
How y'all been? It's been 2 weeks.
Has
2
it?
weeks? What? Has it been 2 weeks?
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. It's been, yeah.
Sheesh.
We done had 2 storms.
3.
It's been rough,
We had
y'all.
3, didn't we?
I
No,
don't know.
2.
It was
They had
2.
1 before we started here. They had 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2. How you been?
I've been good. It's Easter Sunday. I just had some good food.
Right,
Been chilling
right.
with
And I got mine
family.
right here because the episode
Man,
today
I'm
is
kinda
Adulting is Ghetto.
Real ghetto. And if you know, you know. Because you know. Let me tell y'all why
I'ma
I feel
keep
like
eating.
Dalton is ghetto. Because no one told us how ghetto it was growing up.
Nobody prepared us
No.
for real.
Hello? They ain't prepare us gas. People, you know, a person named Bill. Bill always comes
Bill.
through. I'm tired of Bill coming through. I'm like, Bill, I gotta put gas in my car. You know what Bill say? Figure it out.
Figure it out.
What old Girl Scout Friday? Make it enough.
Make-
I'm not gonna make it through the week. I'm stressing out here. But it's like really ghetto. Like making decisions, hoping it's the best one you make it, and turn out you're like, should have did a different one. Should have went down the other street.
Mhm.
Like, no.
Let me tell y'all how ghetto adulting is. So we all running a little bit behind
No.
today. but that's okay.
No, let's not say we.
Oh,
Okay.
plus, hold on. Let me
Okay,
go back to the.
are we
Hold on.
gonna go into
No,
this?
we're not gonna go into this just yet because I gotta put her on the spot from the last
That's
episode
what I'm saying. Are we going to
because we can do it.
Best because Dalton was ghetto and I had to go to the courthouse. Okay.
No, I ain't even talking about that.
What you talking about?
When they try to check me, y'all, both of them for real, but it was really her mostly because Adam was like, I don't know. I think
About what? What we talking about?
about when the last episode was. And I was right. I said November.
She
I just
we
want to
already
say,
talked about it in the
and
group
I
chat.
said, but it don't matter.
She
The
just has
people
to
don't
bring it
know.
up.
The
She
people
already
don't know.
corrected us, though.
And when me and Autumn both just looked at it, didn't even say nothing back. Like, girl.
And I said, she's like, my hair was cut before we.
it
I
was
said,
cut
your
in
hair
the
was cut in the episode because I
And
watched the episodes.
Okay, I watched it too. But tell me why.
But back to
Look, I ain't even gonna
us
comment.
running behind a little bit. So what I was gonna say about Adults Being Ghetto. So Autumn goes down to go get us some Easter candy, right? So we about to be eating on here in front of y'all. We just
Yeah, sorry, I'm
I haven't had an Easter. How did you get an Easter basket though? I ain't even get an Easter basket.
y'all.
I'm sorry, we just cut you
my
off.
mom,
wow.
and I was ready to go right into it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm there because I just feel the type of way that I ain't get an Easter basket, and yet
You got you got cake.
So Autumn calls Cheyenne and she was like, tell Kabira her lights are on in the car. Is her door unlocked? And I was like, no, my door's not unlocked. And we need to start recording. I don't care. I got a jump box. Just come on up if it's
Like,
dead.
fuck it, at this point.
it is what it is.
I'm not walking down the steps
No.
through the parking lot because we can't even park close to the building tonight.
I
So
turned around and
I almost hit a tree.
tree.
Adulting is
Follow the
ghetto.
yellow brick road.
Okay. And then, back to what now? She's upset because she didn't get an Easter
Because it's
basket.
another part of being an adult.
Hey,
I'm about to
finessed
be
this.
30 and I want an Easter basket. You think I got an Easter basket?
I didn't get no Easter basket.
Because
This is supposed to be Ocean's. I finessed this out of my mama. And my
Wow. Because Ocean don't need it.
brother. She
Ocean
don't.
can't even eat it.
She can't eat
But
nothing
all the
in there.
other little kids was getting Easter baskets. I'm like, you gonna skip my daughter like that?
Wow.
You
You
your
threw
daughter
that?
already?
You used that?
Wait a minute.
Hey, and it worked though.
That's part of the adulting. Like, you got to use the
It's like a
adulting
good
and the
and
benefit.
bad.
Yeah,
It's like
you
a
got
mixture
to.
of good and bad of
Mhm.
adulting.
Sometimes
you know
you
what I'm
gotta
saying?
finesse your way through some things.
I really
I don't
turned
finesse
this
my
one.
way through, a lot of things, a little head or something, but it's
Oh
like
my
a...
god. Shiny.
That's a part of adulting.
I wasn't ready. Okay, let's talk about it.
Because I know you seen the post. It was like, I done said, it said, I done finesse my way to get some head saying I ain't never nut off head. Like, you tell someone that and it's like it's a challenge. Like, I'm going to
Because they're like, I'm going to, okay.
I'm like, boy, you ain't going to do it. I ain't never had a head, bitch.
I have never, I don't think I've never finessed to.
I'm dripping and finesse. It is what it is. Life happens. Y'all know my ponytail stuck in my bra.
True that.
It's too long. I can't do long. I'm trying to go to the restroom. Yeah, I'm turning this food up. My bad.
Well, she's smashing.
And guess what, y'all? You know another part of adulting is She didn't ask if we want anything because we ain't kids. If we was a kid, we would have asked her, y'all hungry? You want?
Y'all won't bite.
Y'all won't bite? No, nothing at all.
Now that we want to bite.
Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, whatever.
The other part is you want to travel and stuff, right? But when you a kid, your mama provides the travel fees and food fees.
Now you got to do everything. Everything. You got to set up the whole itinerary. Everything.
You got to pay for your food. You want to get drunk. You got to get drunk on your own dollar.
Figure out what we doing.
Like, and then having kids, bro, you can't go nowhere just like on the fly. Like, you got to plan this shit out now.
Wow.
I'm not a part of that adulting life yet.
This is ghetto. I'm just like, every time
and
I
she's
gotta
just
go
experiencing that in a short 3.5, 4 months.
This is crazy. Like, you been going through this?
For 20 years. For 20 years.
Welcome.
20 years.
You got upset because you just got louder at the last.
Ooh, because that's like I really wonder what life would be like without kids. Like, no, I see people around me without kids.
It's
like,
still ghetto. Don't think it's still ghetto.
Yeah, but I'm just like, it's super ghetto when you have kids. Yeah, like, you have to put the super in front of it. It's
and on top of that, when you're a
ghetto.
mom and your kid gets sick and you get sick, you still gotta be a mom. Like, you can't stop. Like, look, I'm sick. I
just experienced that spring break. So you're talking about my life. Zoo, man, zoo, and I'm
look, don't go on these people's table now.
I'm done eating.
It's not in the budget. We can't afford it.
I'm done eating. But yeah, like pineapple juice. We can't say who it's by, but
pineapple juice to keep the coop fresh. I'm gonna stop today, y'all.
I drink a lot of pineapple juice. You know what I'm talking about? B.
And it's red on my shirt today. Look at
that. Anyway.
I'm gonna walk my ass up out of there. Yeah.
Anyways. Oh my gosh.
You turning red. How you feeling?
I just said that, huh?
I don't even know what we were talking about.
Wow.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Ooh, okay. We were talking about kids, right? Yeah. And how Sue was sick during spring break. Mm-hmm. And I just started this job, y'all. So I had to call in Monday. Damn. And I was just like, this is week 2, day 1. Damn. Week 2, day 1, and I'm already.
I feel like they should understand. Like, people got lives. I already give you half majority of my life anyway. It's going to work.
But me, I was like going through it because of what happened with my last job. So, but Tuesday I went.
I'm not trying to hold your hand. I want a piece of cake.
God, idiot. What you want?
But then Tuesday morning, put it up on the table.
Right.
I want to, I'm kind of being stingy over here.
Well, I just want one piece.
You just want a little small. Girl, I didn't even for you. It was for Ocean anyway.
It was basically for me.
Oh, I want this. Okay.
So then you got a good piece of candy. She gonna give me what she want to give me.
Because I picked my own.
She gave it.
Wow. I can't believe you.
I'm sorry.
This is us, y'all, all the time. Sorry.
This was PTSD from when I brought Subway to the house.
What?
And she didn't me. She just wanted the food. And I was just like, I didn't get out.
And I was there the whole time. And I'm here again.
Wow, really?
I'm here again.
I'm going to be an actor one day because let me tell you, she's really, that's PTSD.
When we going to let this go?
Never in my life. Because you just did it with... She ever eat on something good and juicy. And she goes, some Starbursts.
Y'all.
Starbursts are good if
y'all. Because they want to be yellow.
Don't disrespect.
The yellow ones are good. Oh,
it's an orange one. I don't want it.
Oh my God. You threw the... Back to the sick kid.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, so Tuesday morning, I was able to go in for a brief moment. And my boss wasn't there, because he ended up taking the first 3 days off because we had an audit Thursday and then we had forklift training on Friday.
You were on a forklift?
I did. I got trained Friday and how to drive a forklift.
Was
it was fun. I was nervous a little bit, but I was
a woman driving a big truck. Whoa, whoa!
That's how I was whipping it, y'all. And my supervisor said, "Both hands,
girl, you in your own car."
But I was getting to know the handles. Like there's 4 of them. How to lift
up. Back in there like it was,
I lifted up a whole big skid of. We ship off like clinical trial medication and supplies and stuff, and it was taller than I could see, so I couldn't pull in. I had to back in. So when you can't see over your load, you have to back in.
And I feel like all you needed to hear was, "Hold on, wait a minute." Hey. Y'all thought I was okay. 2 hands.
But I went in Tuesday and I was like, my kids are at home and whoop, 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 and he's sick. And they were like, take your laptop home because you're in training right now. Like you can do your trainings from home.
I saw that on your Snap. Okay.
Yeah. So I hung out with the kids outside. Well, Zuri, she went to, the next day because I worked Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from home.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Working is ghetto.
And we'll talk about that.
And next time.
When we get back.
In the back. But when we get back, we're going to get out.
The Plug Network is ever expanding. Subscribe to our YouTube page and hit the notification bell for all updates. Thank you and stay plugged in.
Years of experience with natural, carefully handcrafted products makes PK Powders your go-to for all skincare needs. Owned and operated by licensed esthetician Precious Kentel, PK Powders provides a myriad of solutions to keep you looking good, smelling great, and above all, maintain your skin's health. Located 1930 Bishop Lane, Suite 101, Louisville, Kentucky, right inside the Waters and Towers building. The play is PK.
Be bold and be real
and be still.
And we back. Guess who back again.
Dang, I keep looking up.
I know it's a habit, but because we look cute and we want to see ourselves on the TV.
I've looked up a couple times, but then I'm like, okay, back.
But what was you talking about?
Working.
Y'all, I forgot I got the munchies.
Working is ghetto.
No, look, I got a new job too.
Let's talk about it.
She hates this job.
And I hope they don't ever see this thing. Just listen. Okay, my unemployment was running out for people who don't know in the back, but you know now. It was running out, so I had to go get a job. I did 2 interviews, 1 job hired me. And the bank was like, I'm going to call you back Friday. I didn't get no call, so I told the other job, I'm coming because I need to be working.
I'm coming.
So now we're working this new job, and the bank sent me a job offer for $23 an hour. I should have took it, y'all. But that's part of being an adult. And I was like, I want to work from home job. I want to sit at home. I want to travel. Y'all, them calls are like, boop, 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 boop. And I'm like, this is ghetto. Because why y'all call about hospital bills like this? Like, who calls about hospital bills? Do you call?
No.
Who calls it like, I want to pay my bill?
No, I'm not calling the hospital.
Email me my hospital bill and I ignore it.
They be really arguing with you about that bill.
And then when you call me, I have an iPhone, so I'm going to block your number.
Like an old lady was mad because she was like, I already made a payment of $100. I was like, yeah, that was towards a different account. This is this account. You owe $250 for that one. What I owe $250? I was like, well, part of your benefits, ma'am, is because you got a copay for $250. Then what the nurse told me, I was like, she said, don't worry about it. Click. How you mad at me? Y'all insurance told you got to pay $250 copay.
They treat you like a bill collector.
Oh my gosh.
Ghetto.
And you got to do this
back to back
at home.
I'm not going to make them. Yeah, I ain't going to lie. I done wrote the bank back. Y'all got any more job opportunities? I want to come back.
I was just playing. April Fools.
Literally, April Fools. I was just playing.
Have they emailed you back?
Don't worry about it. Cause listen, I done emailed them twice and then some more jobs. I was like, I don't apply it again. Cause look.
Well, we gonna pray.
I'll even come work for y'all for $22. I'll take a lesson just to come to y'all. Don't understand. Because right now I'm in training, so I'm only doing calls for 2 hours a day. And between them 2 hours, them calls.
That's just so that she's getting that in 2 hours. So 8 hours.
Yeah.
With a 30-minute lunch and 2:15s, baby, that's ghetto.
That's like my schedule.
And they don't even pay me enough to do all of this. Not only I gotta log into 15 different systems.
Bro.
Then after I do that, when someone calls in, if they're not in one system, I gotta look them in another one. Then if I gotta pull up your benefits, I gotta go to a whole listen, I'm telling y'all, but the people that refer, if I'm still there, please get your job. It's like if I refer
Please get your job.
Please
take the job. So
and stay for 90 days.
And after 90 days, you
do whatever you want to do.
You know what? I might even throw y'all honey if you stay.
I have 3 monitors at work, and I'm grateful that like it's one system that is called My Apps, and our computer, our laptop is what we log into, and that's what has all our information on it, like everything. I don't have to log into something else. It's all one. It's not your typical warehouse job either. Like it's real laid back. It's quiet. The UPS employees. They be like, one dude the other day, he said, "Oh, you work in there?"
They be
I was like, "Yes, I'm sorry."
You don't understand. You worked out there with them.
I've worked at UPS before. Yes, I've worked.
What did you do? You look like you a small sword.
Hey, small sword got it bad sometimes.
Okay, I was a loader.
I'm not only.
Everyone wanted to go to small sword because small sword didn't do nothing.
Yeah, I've been a loader, an unloader, in small swords and on feeders. Like small swords be.
It ain't compared to them.
No, it'll make you want to quit.
Child.
Make you want to walk out.
And see,
I did small sword because you know they let you leave and go somewhere else. I said, I want to be over here. They said, no, you gotta go back to your posse. I don't want to go back to my
posse. I don't know what none of them. I don't know what none of them words mean.
The regulars, like the big things that you just put on a little thing and it move.
That's easy.
That's easy. Then when you out there sweating, I lost a lot of weight though because you out there sweating in them cans.
They working your ass.
Right.
Ooh, for a little bitty dollars. Back then.
See, the UPS warehouse I worked at was those ones on Outer Loop. As soon as you get off the expressway, they were brand new at the time. So I worked not across the street. It's before. It's as soon instead of going to like Jade Mall, you go the other way, and it's right there, like at the first light or whatever.
What else is next to? I need visual.
Nothing. It's where Gray Lane is. It's where you go towards Outer Loop, where Walmart said if you keep straight all the way down. It's right on your left, though. It's
Great Lane?
No, Great Lane is on your right if you go down further. As soon as you get off the expressway, what's them exits? Okalona and what? Fairdale?
Didn't I tell you I'm from Louisville, but not from Louisville?
I don't even know why she did today. She just told me like 2 hours ago she said that.
GPS everywhere.
So instead of going towards J Mall, you go the other way towards the right, and it's the first light. And if you make a left, those are UPS warehouses back there.
So listen. So it ain't at the one where if you do go the opposite way, there's like a McDonald's and
yeah, it's right there. That's what. Yeah, I forgot the McDonald's is right there. I
forgot the same. That's the one I worked at.
Okay, and I worked all the way at the end in like the very last warehouse. And I don't remember what account I worked.
Like straight down where it's like a light where you have to go either left or right. Oh, that building ain't got nothing going on in there.
But we had to go it was a lot of walking, like, and I did everything, picking, shipping, packing, all of that, like, and loading. And I worked there for 2 months, and I'm gonna tell you what happened. This was my first experience of how ghetto adulting is. I was 20. I was 20 when I worked there. No, yeah, I had Anthony already. So I was 20 and I hurt myself at home. I pulled a muscle in my back.
I'm probably doing a handstand.
So, no, I was moving my bed.
A story just popped up on my thing of her doing her handstand.
Oh my God.
On my Snapchat.
My bad.
We don't do the headstand as much anymore, but
You see, she's still doing it.
it's legendary.
You have to be better.
So I worked there for a couple months. I hurt myself. I went to work and like I didn't tell them, but when there was certain things I couldn't do, and like I told a coworker, then the coworker was told, and then these motherfuckers tested me, and I was smoking weed back then. Like I still smoke weed, whatever. And I lost my job. So that's what got me back into dancing. I went back. I sat for a year. I sat for a year and didn't work after that. And then I went back to the
They
club.
drug test you at UPS?
Yeah.
Well, they knew all of us was in there smoking. They did not drug test me when I went in there.
They drug tested me when I said I was
Well,
hurt.
third shift. They didn't drug test
I had
third
to do drug tests when I was working. Listen. When I did co-op for UPS, and I had just started smoking. So I was like, they came to interviews at school and they gave me the job for other people. And they was like, yeah, you got to take a drug test. I'm panicking. I told them, I was like, Mama, I don't think I'm going to get the job. She was like, why not? I said, because I've been smoking. She was like, what you
Why
mean?
ain't you going to get the
I
job?
was like, yeah. She was like, well, you better figure it out. But I was playing softball. And then, all the potheads went to Western. So they were like, just, you sweating out there, drink water. It's going to come out your system. And it did. Because I wasn't a heavy smoker. It was like me just starting.
Okay, because I was going to say.
If I was a deep smoker,
That water's not going to do it.
And I did a little, it was free because, everybody like, you trying to smoke? Yeah. I can tell you my whole little time that I did smoke, I only paid for weed once. Other than that, you trying to come smoke with me?
I didn't pay for weed. I started smoking in middle school.
Damn.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
I would have to say it.
No judgment.
When adults in Ghetto back then. Well, I started fucking in middle school. It makes you feel, like we.
Okay, I didn't do that till high school.
No, I did that my 8th grade year.
I didn't do that till high school.
Y'all both got me.
Okay.
Girl, you ain't as innocent as you trying to play. But one of these days.
One of these
days, y'all.
Adam said I am. None of these
She gonna
days.
keep us on the low, but one of these days.
We gonna
Maybe
find
not
out.
on camera.
Right.
We gonna know.
That might be an exclusive like BBB retreat.
What?
Look, Autumn's like, no,
where Autumn lets it all hang out.
Autumn's like, what retreat?
Wait on it.
Don't hold your breath, okay? Don't
There will
do
be
it.
no footage of this. No. But no, middle school, and then I did that in high school. And then I started dancing at 16.
16, you shaking. I used to want to be a stripper. I always tell all my friends, if God had gave me an ass,
It'll be over for you.
I'd have been. Oh, it says that. Get close to the mic. Because if you want Autumn,
It'd be over for you.
period. Because I be twerking there with my little booty cheese and be like, little
It be
jiggle
going.
jig. Let me tell
You was
you.
doing it at my birthday party last year.
It may be little, but it jiggle and wiggle and make your nigga giggle.
Wow.
That is my saying, because it's the truth.
Okay, slogan.
Hey,
Then
listen.
live by it. Okay.
Period.
And when you bend over, it looks big. So I just want to let y'all know it don't even matter at that point.
So adulting's not ghetto at this point right now. For that.
It is, because
Is adulting ghetto in all aspects of
no,
life?
not all aspects. It's just a little small little breeze of ooh-wee. Then it goes back to being ghetto. Because
Okay.
how do I get pulled over leaving Autumn's house? About to start a new job. Gotta go to court. I'm like,
She
this
did.
is ghetto.
She did. She
It's like I'm trying to
did.
bet when you try to better your life, it's always somebody praying on your downfall.
Always.
And adulting starts to get real ghetto. Because like, I was just cruising. And the thing is about it, it's when you know you ain't supposed to be nowhere. He's like, I'm just staying in the house today. And you leave the house.
And then you like,
What did you come out for? What were you over there for?
I actually left out to get some D. But
So it wasn't even.
turned to go see Autumn after that. I was like,
You know what?
Man, here I was feeling bad.
Put in the comments if you agree that adulting is ghetto.
Tell
Everybody
us
say
why
nothing.
adulting is ghetto.
Tell us why you feel exactly. Tell us a
They're going to say
story.
the same thing.
Story
Bill
time.
and nigga Bill.
Bills, kids.
And
Job.
will be.
Oh, she's trying to make us
Back.
leave. Y'all so weak.
The Plug Network is ever expanding. Subscribe to our YouTube page and hit the notification bell for all updates. Thank you and stay plugged in.
years of experience with natural, carefully handcrafted products makes PK Powders your go-to for all skincare needs. Owned and operated by licensed esthetician Precious Kentel, PK Powders provides a myriad of solutions to keep you looking good, smelling great, and above all, maintain your skin's health. Located 1930 Bishop Lane, Suite 101, Louisville, Kentucky, right inside the Waters and Towers building. The play is PK.
Be bold and be real.
And be still.
Woo woo!
We back.
Be back.
It's the real mother.
It's news time.
Dun, da, 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 dun,
Your
dun.
local news time.
Get it news.
It ain't just local news.
News. Get it
Hey,
news.
hey, but we're gonna talk about some black shit.
As always. I was to my brothers and sisters. But no, we're going to get into the Jim Crow law down in Jacksonville, Mississippi. Mississippi pride. Wait till P-Valley come back. Sorry, we're going to talk back over.
We'll talk about that another show.
But yeah, so how do y'all ladies feel about hearing that law, the Jim Crow law, coming back?
that they're trying to enforce it coming back.
I think it already got approved.
Did it?
I feel like I've seen it because you know my TikTok news always keeps me up to date on the latest and greatest.
It just feels like we're taking a major step back.
Way back.
I don't know. Like, how did we even get here?
I like to say Trump, but we got here. I talked to my family about it because it's like when Trump came back in office, which we knew racism was here, they never left, but they were real quiet. You know, they was real low.
Now they out there.
Like they got a voice, and your voice ain't heard, so you need to be quiet.
And they gonna get backed. They get they'll make examples of a few of them, but the majority of them motherfuckers they get, oh, it's okay, Billy.
Let me tell you something. If you think you're gonna treat me how you did them back in the day,
We a whole nother breed.
whole nother breed. Okay.
Like it doesn't make sense to me. Like, no, it does not make sense that you like seriously, how did we get here though?
It's for me and being an activist, it's like other cities and other states are about to do the same shit. So that's what I'm ready for. I'm ready for the moving forward of other cities and other states deciding, you know what, this is a great idea, Jackson, Mississippi. And then them adopting that and doing the same thing. So what are we strategically doing to plan for? We see it has happened. And if it did pass, what are we doing to prepare ourselves? Like we should have prepared ourselves a long time ago. And there's few Black families that I see that teach their kids how to break down a weapon, how to clean it, with the importance and that it's for defense. But it's not enough Black families. Like it's not enough. These white people are guaranteed.
Mm-hmm, they know.
Yeah.
But I feel like, hold on, something. I feel like you last. But I feel like media plays a big part in why a lot of Black people are not preparing themselves.
Yeah.
Because it's not even really being talked about. Like my grandparents didn't even know nothing about the law. My mom didn't. I'm like, well, y'all didn't hear about it because I did.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm telling them, I'm like, so what we all gonna do? And no one doesn't know.
Yeah.
And the media only broadcasts. They the devils because they only broadcast to the weirdest shit and stuff that we don't even know about. Like, why didn't you know that Susie fell down? I don't care about her falling down the well. We got Black people that Jackson. Like, what? No, it's crazy to me. So I feel like that's why we're not preparing. And then when we do hear about it, it's like we blindsided, but then we don't have enough information to even get to the next step to do more. You're like, I feel like after with Breonna Taylor and everything, all that was big, but I feel like it died down and nothing else has been done or talked about since then.
These are facts.
Because it's not right there in your face, like you said.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't even know about it.
No, and when they did hear about it, and it kills me when stuff does happen. It's all, well, they did it, this and that, and they should have been. I'm like, wait a minute, whoa. Because if it was you in that situation, it'd be a different story.
And then we also understand that a lot of people do things for clout when things, and they jump the bandwagon and want to be seen.
Mhm.
So that's what a lot of that Breonna Taylor stuff was too. But with this, like, yes, it like I've thought about it. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like,
And what came in your head when you said that?
I have a few people I know that are like building bunkers and like preparing and have weaponry and stuff like that. But it's like, okay, if we get into a state of right now, how am I going to get to them? How am I going to commute? Like, that's the next step. So like, I need to sit down with these people and we need to create a plan. And then the other people that don't have a plan, like, I give a fuck about y'all. So, okay, we need to figure something out. And then when we figure something out, that includes y'all's family too. So then y'all sit down with y'all's family and like, okay, this is what's going to go down. Like, I feel like that's the way it has to happen. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that, okay, everybody's accounted for, you know what I'm saying? And this is the meeting spot and this is what's going to happen. And when it comes to being strategically fighting a war, like a physical war.
Yeah, it's going to be like a civil war, basically.
Yeah, like I'm on that end too, because I do the activist and organizing work, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm actually about to get back into my activism and do some strategic planning with the person that put on the play that Bilal was in or whatever. So there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that has to happen, but also I'm that person I'm a regular person too. So it's like, what do I do?
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah.
And I got kids and I got a kid that I don't know where he's at. So what happens with him? Do I look like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of, and I know I'm not the only one. So it's just like, that's my next fear is the other cities and states adopting and following, because that's what happened with the abortion law. Like, so in other states and cities, we're mimicking what other people do. Okay, well, we're going to make it illegal too. And then it passed in Kansas, but it didn't but nobody's adopting when it benefits the people. Right. Nobody's adopting that.
No, they want chaos.
Yeah. Yeah.
And y'all got kids. I don't have no kids. So I'm like, really, like, if the world...
Like, I don't have no kids.
I don't. But I'm like thinking, like, if they do adopt it everywhere else, it's like, it will affect me, but I don't have to worry about my kids.
Yeah.
Go through. So y'all have kids that could possibly go through. You know, it's basically what our great-grandparents went through all over again. And if you don't know what the Jim Crow law is, please go look it up. From my understanding,
please do your own due diligence.
It is basically like the segregation of black, white people. And they're like hiring like a whole police force of a whole bunch of white people down there in Jacksonville, Mississippi to regulate things and get things under control, basically. And I'm like, how y'all gonna do that in the most predominant black? And like Jacksonville's predominantly black, so I don't.
But they're also they can't recreate anything, so they're taking it back to what it originated as, and it was slave patrol. I mean, that's what it originally was. So when they don't look at us no differently, so you know what I'm saying? They look, we might be sprinkling in the police force, but then they become corrupt. And if you're not corrupt, like you can't say nothing, you can't do nothing.
And then at that point, your values are being, your morals are getting pushed. It's like, do I still work for y'all? Or do I go home without no job?
Exactly.
So, or my pension. But I'm like, let me tell you something. If you do kill somebody, guess what? Your black ass is going to jail. And on the police force. They don't give a fuck. Then white people, they're going to get suspended for a few days. Give me back. That's it. Jail. No, it's facts though. Like,
literally like a slap on the hand and they right back.
Right. And like nothing really happened. So guess what? I'll be folding on all y'all. Y'all, it's why I can be a police officer, because I know I'll be dirty. And we ain't gonna talk about that.
So y'all get ready. Y'all get prepared. Talk to your families. Really have conversation. Know what's going on around you. Know what's going on in your own city and surrounding and just nationwide and worldwide. Just like educate yourself. Seriously.
Because people are like, it ain't happening here, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Like,
yeah, no, it will happen here. It's like around the corner.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking
about that. Like, I was just thinking about it's happening there. Like, what are they gonna do? How can we help and whatnot? I'm not even thinking about, hey, another state's gonna be like, oh, we like what they're doing. Let's try to do that.
Period.
And what's on next? Next,
local news. This is local news.
In Louisville, Kentucky.
So Senate Bill 150 is the trans bill that, what are they trying to no longer have the drag shows?
It can't be like 100 or some feet around schools, churches, parks. And I'm just like,
isn't it certain language and stuff too? Like they can't.
I don't know the details like that.
I haven't read the full bill, but it was vetoed. So the people that are trying to get this bill passed are going to have to appeal. Me personally, this doesn't affect me directly, you know what I'm saying? But I have people in my circle that like this is going to affect. And even if I didn't have people in my circle, I'm for people, right? Like, people. Period. Like for the people, and living in authentic, organic life, you know what I'm saying? And that's whatever way you choose to live. So like, I don't know. I hate the system.
I really do, because they always in someone else's business. It ain't the right business. I need to figure out why you give me $23 for food stamps. You worry about something else. It ain't even the same.
And it's always some old white men though. It's always a bunch of old white men.
With our minds, I don't get it.
Trying to regulate some shit like this is not your jurisdiction.
No, and then on top of that, like they're not even harming anybody. And I love to go see a drag show. I love me.
Have you been to see one?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to a few.
I haven't been to one in a long time, but I went to one in Atlanta when I lived down there in 06, 08, and baby, Atlanta puts on a show. Yeah. Okay.
I go to play on Washington Street here in
I haven't been, but I want to go.
They've had a couple up in Moorhead that I've gone to. I
just don't know why they're messing with people. Like, why are they messing with him? It's like murders and rapists and everything out here, and y'all worrying about the people
the wrong shit.
In the wrong neighborhood. They on the wrong street. Like,
exactly.
You are in the wrong place. Like, no, they're not. And I seen a TikTok, and the man was like, he goes out and asks people questions to make them look dumb about what they're trying to go for. And they're like, are you for? He's like, yeah, because they're harming the environment. They're harming our kids. He's like, all right, so what is the guns doing? And he just got quiet on camera. He
exactly.
Didn't have nothing to say. And he was like, so how are they harming you? He's like, just them walking around. I'm like,
wow.
And I got into a very big discussion because I told someone, like, when I have kids, if it happens about 34, I'm going to educate my kids about different walks of life, like little people, transgender, drag queens, so they will be educated what's going on, not thinking, hey, because, kids be rude. And they be saying rude stuff, and it's because they don't know.
And if you teach your kids, mind your business, and don't be judgmental.
I should mind your business.
And I want to just say real quick before we go to commercial, I don't think it's rude. It's just they're inquisitive and they don't know. So they ask questions. And then when they ask those questions, it's up to us to answer it in a proper way to teach them. But we'll be back.
The Plug Network is ever expanding. Subscribe to our YouTube page and hit the notification bell for all updates. Thank you and stay plugged in.
Years of experience with natural, carefully handcrafted products makes PK Powders your go-to for all skincare needs. Owned and operated by licensed esthetician Precious Kentel, PK Powders provides a myriad of solutions to keep you looking good, smelling great, and above all, maintain your skin's health. Located 1930 Bishop Lane, Suite 101, Louisville, Kentucky, right inside the Waters and Towers building. The play is PK.
Be bold and be real
and be still. The perfect one to say that.
Hi. Hello.
So we look good tonight.
Yes, we do.
Welcome.
So we look good tonight. So it's time for the what?
Blunts. What's the blunts and booze?
What's that little thing you did last time? Boop, boop. What was that you
when I went like it, he made me hesitate. Like he did that. I went like this.
No, you made a noise when you did, and you was like, you need it in the background.
Yeah. Oh, but okay, this topic, you all.
You see, you're supposed to get serious, y'all. I don't think we're gonna be laughing no more. Can we talk about something else before we get to this so we can laugh a little bit?
No, the laughing's over. We did it.
A little bit of laughter.
So, okay, but as you all know, on our show, we like to talk about mental health. We like to talk about the importance of mental health and just taking care of yourself. But we also like to have a good time, and we're goofy, whatever. Life is not that serious, and it shouldn't be. But this particular topic, this wife was live. Was it live on Facebook? Live.
I don't know. She was just live.
I don't know what platform she was on. Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay. She was live on Facebook and she killed her husband while he was trying to go to work. I only watched like the first 30, 40 seconds of the video because when I see imagery like that, like it sticks with me heavy and it's hard for me to release imagery like that. So I only watched like the first 30, 40 seconds and I watched the part where you hear the mom, so the mother-in-law in the background, like co-signing and encouraging the daughter,
he ain't doing nothing.
That nigga ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? This hurts. Like, I'm like, goodness, to even know what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Them babies.
But it also makes me think about postpartum. It makes me think about just PTSD. It makes me think about other things that might be schizophrenic, bipolarism, like all those other types of things that, because we're not all wired the same.
Mm-hmm.
But then also in the same breath of that, I'm like, okay, not using those things as an excuse. Some people just like let things penetrate them and they don't even think about the consequences that's going to take place.
It's like the heat of the moment.
Yeah. And it's like, death is it. That's it.
It's a wrap.
Ain't no, I was just come back. Like, ain't none of that.
It's final.
You just took this man's life and now you going to prison. So this child or these children have lost both parents in seconds over because he didn't make a plate or he didn't help.
Yeah, plate.
And true enough, don't get me wrong, like because I'm a doula, like, and when I work with families work with moms where it's two parents, like I try to also have those one-on-ones with Papa or the person that's not birthing the child, of how to support because, and these babies weren't little, they weren't newborns or whatever, but just like the weight of the world that we live in, the things that we're having to go against, how much food is, how much gas is, how much just living is, and having a roof over your head and lights and water and clothes for the kids and making sure you feed yourself and all of these things. And then, if you do have a partner involved and they don't help, have a fucking conversation. Like, I think this stems to like, we don't know how to talk. And then you have a mama who don't know how to fucking talk. So it's like, that's another thing that I'm glad you just said that, like, keep folks out of your fucking business. And that includes your blood.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I didn't watch it today and I didn't want to. I watched a couple minutes of it and she was just all in the background.
In the comments, somebody said they need to lock the mama up too.
Because you was there egging it up.
Because you was egging the shit on.
Like an instigator. Like, and you too old. You too old. You wouldn't put say nothing until he hit her. Then it's hard. Then it is, But it wasn't. He was just getting ready for work. Oh yeah, people don't know how to talk. But people don't know how to talk because their parents didn't know how to talk to them. And it just keep going on and on and on.
But then it goes back to that thing. I think we mentioned it maybe last time where, okay, when you become an adult, or maybe we didn't, we just said we were going to talk about it on the show. When does it come that point in time where you take accountability for yourself? And okay, recognizing that you don't communicate the best. Do you eventually, if you get the same type of man or the same type of woman that you're in, the shit goes sour every single time, do you eventually be like, okay, mirror?
It all depends on the person, because I was that person. And I think we have talked about it. I feel like we have. Because I was that person that y'all know me.
We did.
Keep dating, you know what I'm saying, the same type of person and expecting a different outcome, which doesn't happen, whatever. But it took for me to realize, like, you have some inner child work that you need to do, and you have some trauma. So I got a therapist now, and I've been working with my therapist trying to get everything out, which a therapist is very healthy to have. I don't know, in the Black community, it's, no, you okay, you don't need a therapist, you don't need this and that. I'm like, You need it.
You and your bestie need a therapist.
Because me and my bestie was both on the phone trying to help each other, crying and breaking down. And just, you know, but you need it. Like, you need someone to talk to. You need someone to let it out. And my therapist was like, she brought it down to me. She was like, you got to think about some pipes that's filled up with water. And she's like, what you going to do if it's closed off? I was like, it's going to burst. She's like, exactly. So you have to talk and communicate and let it out. And I was like, well, what if you never was like taught how to healthy communicate with somebody? She'll get something that you got to work on. So it took for me to be like, like someone has to really be ready mentally to sit down and do the work. Because if you're not ready to do the work, it's not about to happen at all. It is until someone tells you, hey, something's off about you. So either someone tells you something's off about you and you take accountability, like, okay, maybe.
And don't snap back at me. Ain't nothing wrong with me.
I'm not going to lie. When you first hear, you're going to get a defensive because it's just something that happened because you're like, wait a minute, you attacked my character. But it's not even like that. It's really out of love. Like, hey, I know that this kind of behavior can keep coming from you. Like, you might want to see what that's about. So it's really all depend on you as a person. And for me, it really just took part of 18th nigga to be like, wait a minute, sister girl, because you're getting the same type of nigga. What's going on? And so you just gotta really talk to yourself. Like,
yeah, but to take somebody's life, like,
I ain't never been, you know, that's a.
I've never had that thought. Out of all the ships that I've had, I've never had that thought that like I want to take your life from you.
I have.
I did when I was in a situation where I was violated. I wanted to kill all them niggas.
What you know?
But who I was with, like, no, there was never. There might have been situations where I was like, I fucking hate him. I hope he gets hit by a train or bust something. But like,
no,
I don't really want that to happen.
No.
You know I hope he gets hit by a train or something.
No, listen, I really did. Like, my baby daddy, I wanted him to die. Like, I wanted to hit him with a car. Like, I wanted to, if I had a car, I would have really ran him over and killed him. But it's because the stuff that he did to me. And it wasn't over no little cooked food. No, it was like some real deep stuff. Like,
yes.
And you not being there for me and our child that we lost and all this other stuff. I'm like, bro, I'm about to kill you. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I can't say I ain't want to kill nobody, but I have. And I'm sorry, baby dad, if you do ever see this. That was years ago.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's a long time ago. We talked about it. You know, for real, I have. We talked about it. We apologized for the stuff we did to each other, which is a part of
healing,
being a,
and growing and adulting.
And he would tell me some of the stuff I did to him to hurt him, and I didn't even know about it. And I was like, you know what? I'm sorry. You know.
But this is the part of adulting that's ghetto as well. Like, having to learn things as an adult. On your own, right? So you don't have kids. You just had a child. I have 4, and
I had a puppy. He got to communicate too.
Stop it.
Because you know they don't listen either.
They don't listen. But like my first one is where I was still like
figuring out
the way, and not even figuring out myself. Like, I was living my life based on how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't trying to change anything. I wasn't taking any self-accountability. I wasn't anything. That things changed with my second son. And you all might not be able to see, because I've known you all for less than 5 years, but the difference between the 13-year-old and the 6-year-old, just the way they've been raised from the womb, you know what I'm saying? Let alone Zabiri and Zuri, you know what I'm saying? Like, but with you being a new mom, like, and you having to learn things on your own as an adult, like, it's your job to help teach your daughter that, knowing that, and you taking that accountability for yourself. Yeah. Like, I finally took that accountability with my second child. I already screwed up the first one. Like, and that's what made me like go back and check my childhood and how I was raised and what I didn't learn and what I did learn. Right. And like, okay, I need to do this. If I'm going to keep popping out babies, I'm not going to keep on creating fucked up human beings. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So have you thought about like how, you know, she ain't talking now or nothing like that, but have you thought about your parenting process, like how you want to handle situations? Like, so I know as us growing up, we was always getting yelled at and like, so have you, you know, talked to my brother and how y'all, you know?
Yeah, no, we talk about it all the time. We be sending each other videos on Instagram. I send them all the videos that you be
that I be sending.
Yeah, but no, We do want to try like that gentle parenting approach, but also with like, I guess like an old school feel approach. Like you're not just gonna get away with just anything and everything. Like there still has to be some type of discipline in there and just respect because. No, but and I think we'll learn as we go, really. But it's just having that understanding
of what type of approach you want to come with.
Yeah, and just that communication, even just with this little person trying to learn their emotions and their personality.
Yeah.
So
the word is communication.
And mental health.
And
therapists.
And finding a therapist.
And self-care and self-love.
Adulting is ghetto. If you're an adult, you fucking know it. Be bold.
Be real.
And be still.
We almost forgot.
See y'all next time.
Peace out. What is she talking about?
The Plug Network is ever expanding. Subscribe to our YouTube page and hit the notification bell for all updates. Thank you and stay plugged in.
Years of experience with natural, carefully handcrafted products makes PK Powders your go-to for all skincare needs. Owned and operated by licensed esthetician Precious Kentel, PK Powders provides a myriad of solutions to keep you looking good, smelling great, and above all, maintain your skin's health. Located 1930 Bishop Lane, Suite 101, Louisville, Kentucky, right inside the Waters and Towers building. The play is PK.
Be bold and be real
and be still.